Hi, parents. So, again, this one's for you. I am trying really hard to kind of give you guys my opinion on potty training. And I want to give you some tips and tricks, but I also want to talk about the 3-day potty training. So, first of all, tips and tricks. I encourage any parent that is considering doing potty training with their child to make sure you are taking care of yourself. So get extra sleep, give yourself the time you need to get yourself ready in the morning. Just kind of mentally prepare yourself. Maybe a couple days before you start potty training, do something for yourself and focus on your mental health. Also, after you've kind of so focused on you, I want you to do some prep work. So, prep work means get a bin for your car ready. I have doggy potty pads in mine, a wet bag, a couple outfits for change of clothes. I have sanitizer, underwear with the plastic covers, all in little bags. I have a reward for if my son goes number two. So just kind of set up what you think you're going to use. I have a basket on the opposite side of the car where he can't get to it or play with it because it is new. Anytime new things pop in, he kind of likes to go through things. So I've got that in the opposite floor of the car. Then for my bag, I actually have a video of what's in my potty training bag. But again, very similar things. But I recommend maybe a big bag for if you're going to be out all day, a bag for just normal use, everyday use, and then a small bag for as things start to gradually get better. So kind of just set yourself up for that. I actually really like the crossbody bag for the going out for the day, but like I said, you're gonna have to do your preference, what works best for you, your reward system, whatever you're gonna be doing. I think switch it up too. Don't make it always the same thing. That way your child knows they're gonna get some sort of praise or reward, maybe monetary reward, whatever you decide, but that you can kind of work it out as you go. So 3-day potty training method did not work for me. I am one of those people that really loves to get things done. So it was appealing to me with my work schedule. I was able to take a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then actually Wednesday we kind of started on the go immediately. And Sunday was also on the go. So I kind of took like a 3 days at home though. So I want to explain why I chose to go ahead and do the out trip immediately on Wednesday. I picked my son up around 2:30 from his grandparents or 3:30, and I figured it was a good way to just introduce the idea and give him the idea that he's a big boy. So I brought big boy underwear with me into the coffee shop and an environment outside of the home. So if you're able to do something like this, for sure, go for it. There are other ways to introduce. And I said, no more diapers. Let's throw it away. Let's stop the baby diapers. And we went into the bathroom and he was able to take control and he was super excited about it. We went to the potty every 30 minutes and this day was super successful. I was only out from about maybe 3:30 until 5:30, but he went every 30 minutes, no problem, didn't require alarms or anything. And he even pooped on the potty 3 times that day, which was crazy. I was super excited. I gave him rewards each time. We even stopped on the way home at my husband's office so he could poop in that toilet. He told me he had to go. So this kind of set the tone, and I was really excited moving forward with this. So day one, a little bit different at home, starting the 3-day full-on potty training method. They recommend you start with 15 minutes and working up to 30 minutes until your son gets or your child is dry. My son is a little bit over 3, literally just turned 3. So to give you that backstory, we have tried potty. We've had him on the potty since he was 2 and worked really hard with him, but he's just super stubborn and wasn't going to do it. We've tried doing it with pull-ups, diapers, all sorts of different things. We've tried rewards, no rewards, taking breaks, jumping back in. And yes, you're asking, is he ready? Yes. I have worked with lots of families. I knew my son was ready. He was already pulling at the diapers. He was dry overnight, being dry for an hour or so. He showed an interest. He wanted to go when we wanted to go. He was interested in potty books, so we went ahead and tried. But somehow we kind of just couldn't stay dry and he would start to get frustrated. So day one, we started with 15 minutes, set an alarm. I used Alexas. We have them all over the house, so I just kind of use those. And that was initially not a huge challenge. He did pretty good in the morning, but then all of a sudden started to have accidents and he started to become a little more resistant, but still, it was new and fun, exciting. I got targets. We just threw Cheerios in the toilet and he practiced his aim. Now, what day one did accomplish for us was he started standing up to pee, which is something that he really had been just kind of pushing away from before. So standing up to pee is beneficial because A, it's functional, it's what little boys are expected to do, and B, it actually empties out their bladder better than sitting down. So if they are going to sit down, I encourage you to tell them to lean forward just to kind of help empty out that bladder and then try to pee a little more. But standing up is definitely a benefit. So day 1 accomplished standing up. We did have a lot of accidents on day 1. I think the total of maybe like 7 on day 1. I did check it, but I'm trying to just kind of talk with you guys and go through the steps with you so you kind of have an idea of what it really looked like. So day 1, a little discouraging from having such a positive experience out. I thought, oh my goodness, he's going to get this. Day 1, though, again, the whole purpose of it is learning to give him some control. Again, throw away those baby diapers. We did do them at night. We're still doing night diapers, pull-ups at night. And then start the process and let him know that this is now an expectation. Day 2, we woke up, same thing. We went to the bathroom first, threw that away. He didn't want to sit up there to poop, but he did try, which I was happy with. Day 2, I think we had actually more accidents than day 1, a total of 7 pee accidents and 1 poo accident. Again, kind of discouraging since I'm putting all this time into working with him, but we did go past the 15-minute mark. So day 2, we were able to make it 30 minutes. The going poop, I mean, literally, I'm going to tell you, do not leave your child alone for even a second. He told me he was going to go grab a drink out of the refrigerator and I was going to let the dogs out. So I was trying to give him a little bit of space since we've literally been on top of each other this whole time. And he pooped right away the second I turned my head. It had been no more than 2 minutes. So do not leave them alone under any circumstances because he immediately was like, I pooped, and he was really shameful about it and tried to pull his diaper off. And if these accidents happen, when they happen, make no big deal of it. Just say, things happen. No worries. No big deal. Day 3, my husband was home to help, so I thought that was going to be really awesome. I was super psyched. And it was, because it wasn't just me being the one the whole time to be like, we're going potty, we're going potty. I'm like the potty dictator. So I think that was super helpful for day 3 for helping out parents. The cool thing about this day was the accidents didn't really go up. It was still pee and poop accidents, but he was making it 30 minutes, and he actually stayed dry all the way from the morning up until 2:30 p.m. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the day. Day 3, it's clicking, it's clicking, it's clicking. Well, I was wrong, but we were doing a lot of stuff on the farm. We live on a farm, and we were kind of running around doing stuff with cows and goats. And so I taught him at this point, I was like, hey, you're a boy. You can pee outside, so we kind of had a little more fun with it. Let him find like a stick or a leaf or something to pee on. And that made it more exciting. It's warm weather outside. I don't really have any issues with that. It's not functional for going out if you're going to be at the park or something, but I did tell him this isn't something we do other places, but at home it'll be okay. So made it till 2:30. All of a sudden the accidents were like boom, 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 wet, wet, wet. And I was kind of like, oh my goodness. The second we went over 30 minutes, accidents galore. So I started thinking maybe he's just not ready. Getting really frustrated at day 3. Let's see. So day 4, let me take a peek here. Day 4, I was kind of on the go more. I normally go to my grandparents on day 4, so on Sundays. And he had 5 accidents on this day and held it for 30 minutes. So just pee accidents. He didn't poop at all day. So I was kind of like, okay, not bad. But aside from the number, we started to have a lot of problems on this day. He got super violent, like when the alarm would go off. He actually took a ball the second the alarm went off. I didn't say anything to him. We were just sitting there cuddling, and nailed me in the face with a ball. Then he tried to rip my hair, like super aggressive. The alarm kind of made it be like, boom, like, I'm not going. He started, I'm not going potty, I'm not going poop. So I don't know how helpful the alarm was. At that point, we kind of decided, let's fizzle out the alarms, and we're going to go with a more casual, like, hey, it's time to go. This is a good time. Day 5 was a Monday. Mondays, he's normally with the grandparents, and I had to go to work, so kind of like just sent that big prep bag and was like, hey, here's what we got. I hope you do okay. told the grandparent that this is what we're doing for rewards, filled in on the whole system, trying to keep caregivers on board and give them some prep. So he did a really good job over there. Not bad at all, especially in the morning. Was kind of making that 30-minute mark. Did have a couple accidents, but not bad. Just one pee and one poop. So not terrible. Hid to do the poop. So again, don't take your eyes off the kiddo. I was kind of like a little frustrated for a second there. I was like, well, I don't know why you left him alone. I told you not to leave him alone. So he comes home and he locked himself in the bathroom so I couldn't get to him, and he pooped his pants in there with me. So it's like, all right, pot kettle. Not too bad, less resistant. We made it more casual, so only those few accidents. We're getting better at the 3 accidents there. Again, not bad. Starting to make it a lot longer at this point too. He made it like over an hour, was kind of going between, and then actually made it 2.5 hours right before bed, staying super dry. Now, when I'm saying make it, we would go take a trip to the bathroom, and sometimes he'd just say, I don't have to go. We'd sit on the toilet, I don't have to go. So I'm not gonna like sit there and force him. Times in the toilet should be just a few minutes for pee and then giving an opportunity to poop. So maybe 5 to 15 minutes. Activities I like to do are like songs with your kid. You can use your Alexas or just use your voice. Lots of hand stuff like Itsy Bitsy Spider or ABCs, things like that they can get into. Go on a bear hunt. Use your binoculars. Run, run, run. Kind of distracting but still focused. And then before each song, I'm just like, try to poop. Give it a push. We do a little salt and pepper. Push it. That is actually super fun. When it says push it, he tries to go. So don't give your little hemorrhoids, but give it a try. See if it works for you. So day 6, super successful day actually. Not perfect, but successful. So what I had started doing at the previous days, maybe around like day 3 or 4, I started waiting until after breakfast to get him out of his pull up, because I was just like, why am I going through the trouble and pushing so hard before breakfast? Like, let's just get breakfast so we can go do this. So day 6, he went into the bathroom and said his diaper was itchy. He didn't want to wear it and just took off his pants and took off his diaper. And was like, I need my big boy underwear. So I was like, okay, let's do that. So not like super excited about it because I knew that we were heading over to school that day. I was kind of like, oh no, you're gonna go to school. That means I gotta go take you back to the potty before school. But still, no big deal. I'm not gonna fight him if he wants to get big boy underwear on. So he goes over there, goes pee. I told him, I said, you're still gonna need to go try again before school because we want to make sure. I was trying to keep that 30-minute time mark at least till we got to the school. Got to school, took a big potty bag just like I did for the grandparents the day before, and he was in the same underwear upon pickup as he was when I dropped him off. So that's really exciting. Underwear was a little damp when I picked him up, but you could tell it didn't really barely smell like pee. Didn't have obviously accidents throughout the day. They said he did a really good job. They were super proud of him and was really motivated and fine to go with very little resistance. So he was with my parents later that day for the remainder of the day while I finished up work and things like that. And not another accident throughout the whole rest of the day. So just the one damp accident upon pickup at school. I think that's super successful, less resistance, and focusing on no alarms, but more like functional scheduled time for him. So like we finish a meal, we're going to go pee. Or before we get in the car, we're going to go pee. Go pee between some activities. So he was kind of making it like that over an hour, hour and a half time. So really awesome for him. Day 7, he was with the grandparent all day. And again, totally set up for potty training, ready to go. They were on the go all day running. They're realtors and they can't just like take the whole day. So they work with him a lot. And they took him with them and he was dry all day. Little resistance, just a little bit, but not bad. Got to meet for coffee. And again, dry. Well, not really resistant. At first, he was kind of like, I'm not going when I asked. I said, let's just do it. Let's just get it done. And they kind of just act like it's just something we have to do. Create that expectation. So totally dry all day, rewarded with an ice cream sprinkles party at home with daddy. And that was literally right after dinner, right before we put the night diaper on. So I mean, he ate very little, so I don't mind a little bit of sugar. I let him stay up and watch like a 30-minute TV show with us after. But awesome, super successful. Now, am I going to say he's 100% potty trained? Heck no. But what we did accomplish was creating the fact that this is an expectation. This is a routine, figuring out a good schedule for him. So going more scheduled and casual, and this just has to be done. We also have figured out some of his patterns, but not really because he has not pooped for 2 days. So we are just trying to work with him, and then don't leave him alone until you know that he's able to tell you. So big things moving forward are pooping consistently on the potty. And then the biggest thing is he's got to start telling us he's got to go because he's not telling us. Now he is doing some other great behaviors like setting up the toilet himself. He is self-dressing. He is washing hands, turning off lights, flushing toilets. So he's doing a great job with all those things. But as we move forward, I'm positive the fact that we've had a full day dry. Really awesome with that he knows he can do it. We know he can do it. And now we just need to work on communication. So let me know if you guys have tips, tricks, what you liked about this video, what was helpful for you. But again, I'm going to say definitely start with the 3-day method to create a pattern. But be mindful of the fact that it's going to take a little longer. I'm expecting probably at least 3 weeks till we kind of get in a good system and I can be like, oh man. So for what we're doing though, I do like the little briefs so that they are pretty tight, not tight, but the boxer briefs. And then I put the plastic covers over top. We've done that ever since day one so that he knows the plastic covers just come with the big boy underwear. But really excited about this. I'd love to know more, and I will check back in with you guys and let you know kind of as we wrap things up and as I feel like we're officially trained. But right now we're just kind of doing it and taking baby steps. All right, guys. Bye.